we're not exactly sure with this fuzzy line between consciousness and unconsciousness and sleeping and dreaming, and it's all going on in one cycle, but we're not exactly sure what part of it we're playing all the time. We have to hit on things to be sure. I mean, how many times have you had dreams where oh, it's a dream? It's a dream. How do you not know that knocking on things isn't a fucking dream? The whole idea that you can dream, the idea that you can imagine, the idea that there's some mystical part of your brain that sees things that aren't really there and puts them into position and moves them around and gives you a little fucking cartoon. What the fuck is that? I mean, we don't know shit. You know, we know a lot. I mean, we're brilliant in comparison to cavemen, but in comparison to understanding just the very nature of the universe. And when you know, subatomic particles and all fucking rules go out the window when you go subatomic. You know, they have things called, where a particle can be in a super state, where it's in a state of moving and it's still at the same time. What the fuck does that even mean? And the idea that you can look at something and as you're looking at it, you change the behavior of it. The observer actually changes the actual atoms that are moving. And what the fuck? How is that possible? We don't know. So to say that people know a lot, yeah, we know a lot for people. We know a lot for people. But there's some shit that we don't understand at all. They don't even know why the universe stays together. They don't know why it doesn't just fly apart. I'm thinking that this whole thing might be someone's imagination. It might be your imagination. It might be my imagination. It might be a combination of everyone's imagination. I mean, things are real. There's real laws to this life. But goddamn, it operates like a work of fiction. I'm not sure what this is, and I don't think you are either. I think you can pretend that you're sure because it makes you feel better at night, and you can pretend that everything that you can't hit with a hammer isn't real, and it's just your imagination. It's just what the fuck is consciousness, man? What is this? What is life? What is this idea that, oh, I'm gonna call Bert Kreischer and ask him to come over to my house, and Bert somehow or another navigates his way through space and time and arrives at my doorstep, and us friends get to communicate, and we're talking into some fucking thing that takes all of our voice and all the shit that we say and throws it through some internet and breaks it down to ones and zeros, where it's then interpreted by other people's computers in real time. What the fuck is this? Don't tell me you know what this is. This is bizarreness.
It is.
If life wasn't real, it would be the craziest psychedelic trip ever. It's almost like what a real psychedelic trip is something you're not used to. Something you're not, it just throws you off.
Yeah.
But life itself is the most uber bizarre thing ever.
We don't know that this universe that we exist in right now is the only universe. We don't know whether or not there are not infinite universes that exist side by side next to each other, and it's the human mind that guides you in one direction from one to another, and that they're all parallel, they're all coexisting in the same sphere. We don't understand the universe. We don't understand any of this stuff. They're just now starting to think that inside every black hole is another universe. Wrap your fucking head around that. They think this is a new theory amongst scientists, not people like me, but amongst scientists. They believe that inside every galaxy is a supermassive black hole. And the newest theory is that inside every supermassive black hole is another universe with hundreds of billions of galaxies, each with a black hole at the center, each containing another universe with hundreds of billions of galaxies. We have no fucking idea.
Life might be just one frame in an infinite movie that lasts forever. The imagination is the real force behind the evolution. What imagination truly is we think of it as like, oh, I can see things, I can work around problems, I have this idea. But when you imagine an idea, when you imagine a product, you imagine